Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Today may be one of the most highly anticipated videos on the channel. Now my channel's not that big, but from the standpoint of highly anticipated, this could be the one. Many of you who follow the channel know that I did a full review on the 3F UL ultralight backpack quite a while ago, and my original review was very positive. I used this pack for multiple trips and I really enjoyed it, so I put out a video about it. And I kept getting comments about what was wrong with the pack. What was this rip in the pack? I hadn't seen it. I mean, I'd used the pack. I just got back from another trip and I thought people were talking about, I don't know, I didn't realize it. Then I went back and looked at the videos and I was like, there's a rip in my backpack. It was along the belt strap and it was a big problem. So after that, I felt compelled to put out another video and say, look, I know that I said this was a good pack, but it did fail. And I don't know what to do about it, so I said, maybe you shouldn't buy it. So did 3F UL contact me? You bet they did, and we're gonna talk about that today. So stay tuned, and let's finally put this 3F UL ultralight backpack saga to an end. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the original pack. It did have one other error. This was sewed on upside down, which is kind of a bummer. Now I will say that this pack, when I bought it, was pretty new. I think the company was pretty new. Here is the failure that we talked about. I'll zoom you guys into that failure. It absolutely just ripped. It's still there and still on barely, but not by much. Let me zoom you in a little bit. There it is, ripped almost clear through. This is on a little strap right here. Underneath it, very weak. You can see it ripped right back through here, and just not good stuff. It's pretty clear that the stitching failed miserably. Soon after my video went live, they contacted me and they said that this particular area of the pack had been redesigned and they thought that there was improper stitching and that they were making changes to make sure this didn't happen. So they did contact me, and after emailing back and forth several times, they said that they were sorry. It was a manufacturing error and they were willing to make it right. They said they would send me a new pack. They sent me links to a couple of new packs that they have and said, take your pick of color and we'll send it to you. 3 or 4 months go along and I'd pretty much forgotten about it and didn't think I was ever gonna get a new pack, and it just basically went out of my mind. And one day I'm at my office and I get a package and this new pack showed up. It's a very similar design. It's a different material. It's their X-Pack material, which is a newer version, and I definitely would recommend this. I have not used this pack, okay? I just got it in the mail. I've not used it. I got it in the mail probably 2 months ago, honestly, but I just haven't had time to make a video. I'll show you guys the difference in the area that failed in a second, but it's basically the same thing, pretty darn lightweight. I think that it costs a little more than the other one, maybe like $85, $90 because of the X-Pack material, but the X-Pack material feels a lot more like Dyneema. Now it's not Dyneema, but it does feel a lot more like it. Y'all wanna weigh this thing? Let's weigh this thing. So the pack on its own weighs 1.94 pounds. 1.94 pounds, not too bad. Let me show you guys the area that they say they've changed and stitched better. So this is the area, here's that little flap, and here's the stitching. It does look better. It looks better on this side in particular. Y'all can't see that. It looks better on this side in particular, much cleaner seam. And on the other one, on the other side, you can see stitching here, but they've been able to put the stitching underneath and cover it. And I think maybe that's what happened. Because this stitching is exposed on the other one, something grabbed it and probably tore it. Either way, there's only one way to know if this will work better, and that's to use it. And I'm gonna put it to use soon and let y'all know. But regardless, this is the difference in the stitching they did. And by the way, this is right side up. So what do we make about this whole controversy? First of all, I'll say that this video has led to the most communication, direct communication that I've had with all of you guys, my subscribers. I have got countless messages and emails about this product. Not only asking, hey look, do you still recommend it? Or more commonly I get, listen, I use this pack all the time. I've used it for years. I've never had a failure. It's been perfect. Maybe this was just a one-off deal. Basically the comments I get over and over are, I love this pack and it probably shouldn't have failed. Maybe it's just a fluke. Now if you go back to my original review, I loved this pack. I love the way it rides. I think it's easy to pack. It's not perfect. It's not like my new Z packs that opens up nice and wide like a suitcase, but from the standpoint of this style of pack, for the price, it's impossible to beat. So with the price and the comfort, if this was just a random stitching failure, would I recommend the pack? So here's where I stand. I like this pack. I do. I like the pack. I've used it on multiple trips and I like it. I've also heard from tons and tons of people, literally probably hundreds of people, and not one of them has had a similar failure. The company was quick to respond to my video. It did take a while to get the actual replacement pack, but they did send it out, and they were very clear to own up that they feel like some of the stitching on those early packs was not up to par. Now, every company, large and small, cheap and expensive, can have some quality control errors. You're always going to have an occasional flaw coming out of a factory. As long as it's not a global problem and you're having tons of packs fail, you just have to chalk it up to bad luck. All of the communication from you guys, my subscribers, convinced me that I probably should chalk this up to bad luck, and I can go back to saying I think it's a good pack. Yes, I had a failure with my personal pack. They contacted me and they sent me a new one, no questions asked, which I thought was a pretty good deal. So yeah, I'm back to liking the pack. I think it's worth the money. I would like one thing. Have any of you guys had a failure like this on your pack? If you did you contact 3FUL and did they contact you back and make things right? I can only go by my experience often, and the fact that I use this and a lot of people watch my videos looking for guidance on what to buy, I felt like I had to release the fact that it was messed up. We had an issue. But the way that they've responded and the input from you guys made me think I really need to put out one last video on this and say, look, I think overall, given the price, the low price, and the comfort level, it's worth a shot. You're looking at a $65 pack versus a similar pack that could be $400. Now, I own the $400 pack, and it is a better pack. There's no doubt about it. Quality-wise, weight-wise, all that stuff. But if you're looking to get into backpacking and you don't want to spend 400 bucks, which I don't blame you, this is probably a pretty good option. So what do you guys think? Is that a reasonable way to answer this question? I don't want to scare people away from a product that I think is a pretty good deal and is good for people getting into backpacking, or even just people who want to backpack and don't want to spend extra money. It's fairly lightweight. I think I had a random failure. Do y'all think that's reasonable? As always, let me know in the comments down below. I'll make sure and leave links to several trip videos that I made with this pack, as well as to the original pack video that showed how much I liked it, and the pack video that showed the failure. Do me a favor, guys, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up. It really, really helps spread things across YouTube. It is awesome whenever that happens, and more people get to watch my videos. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscription button, and if you want to make sure you don't miss any videos, hit the ding dong bell, and you'll be the first to know. I really try to be as open and transparent with you guys as I can. The original 3FUL backpack I purchased myself. This replacement was obviously sent to me because I had an issue. Did they send it to me because I have a YouTube channel and I have a voice and people listen sometimes to my videos? That's possible, and that's why I'm asking you guys. Has anybody else had a failure, and have they replaced your pack? Let me know, guys, and as always, stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.